Trying something new here at PFF TV. Each week we are going to ask you guys for questions over on Twitter and on Instagram. We're calling it the PFF Mailbag, so send in that hashtag PFF Mailbag each week and we will answer your questions with a different analyst. Of course, our first guinea pig has to be Mr. Steve Palazzolo, so let's get to these questions.
Let's do it.
Right off the bat, Edward Moretti wants to know, how bad is my Chargers O-line?
They're bad, but the rest of the NFL might actually be worse. There's a lot of poor O-line play around the NFL right now. Just using PFF grades, though, 8th worst in pass blocking, 3rd worst in run blocking, despite what Austin Eckler did running the ball the other day. 4.8 yards per carry, 4 yards after contact per rush, so he was making the best of a poor situation. The Chargers do need to improve up front, but there are some worse situations around the NFL.
Tough situation for Phillip Rivers.
It is, not good. The
Poor
walls
Phillip.
are always...
Poor Phillip. Poor
on
Edward
him.
Moretti.
He's a big fan of ours. He's always hanging around. We're
love
rooting
you,
for you,
Ed.
Edward. Yeah.
All right. Kentaro Katowski wants to know, what is wrong with Sam Darnold? He looks like a game manager, but he did not take a shot down the field on Sunday, which is true. He played very conservatively. What does he need to do to go from manager to general?
Well, he did take a few shots down the field, 3 to be exact. 3 20-plus yard passes. He just missed all 3 of them. That was the only issue. Incomplete on all 3 of them. Had an open one down the stretch. That is what I expected from Sam Darnold coming in, is that when things were, crunch time and all that stuff, he's usually the guy to step up. So wasn't great. 5.7 average depth of target. That's 2nd lowest in the NFL. So your eyes were kind of right. He was not throwing the ball down the field often. What does he need to do? I think they have to open up the offense a little bit. I want to give credit to the Bills' defense, though, because they did a really nice job discouraging all the downfield routes. They're really good in coverage in Buffalo. So I think Darnold, he'll turn it around sooner rather than later. Just take a few more shots at the intermediate level. That's where his game is really good.
Maybe some shots against that Browns defense next week will be.
There might be some holes
Might
in
be
the
some
middle.
holes, maybe some penalties. All right, next we got to talk about your guy, Mr. Tom Brady. J Mart wants to know, Brady looked a little stiff against the Steelers blitz in the 4th quarter. Why don't teams rush extras and at least get pressures and hits on him rather than be picked apart? Really, how do you beat Tom Brady?
Well, it's different. There's a difference between sending extra rushers and making sure that you hit him, right? So through the years, he's been one of the best in the NFL against the blitz. So you send the extra rushers, he's got the quick release, he knows where the open man is, and that's actually what happened when the Steelers blitzed him on Sunday night. 7 of 9, 2 touchdowns, 107 yards, passer rating of 155.8. So you really don't want to blitz Brady overall throughout the extent of his career, but last year he did struggle a little bit against the blitz. It was the first time where it happened. I think to beat Tom Brady, you got to mix it up and get a little lucky. Hope he has a bad day. That's
keep him on his toes.
Not easy to do.
Not easy to do.
Yeah. Hope he gets old. That's
He's
what you
old. 42.
Still going strong.
Still going strong.
He'll be here when he's
42
50.
going on 22. Tom, send me the name of your doctor. Okay. Thomas Newkirk wants to know, where do you rank the Packers' defense?
So just using PFF grades, they were number 3 in Week 1 against the Chicago Bears. They did have a fantastic performance getting after the quarterback. The 2 Smiths, Preston and Zadarius, combined for 16 total pressures between the 2 of them. And they got nice coverage on the back end. J.R. Alexander had 2 pass breakups. And then Adrian Amos, a guy that we said was a fantastic addition at safety. He had that key interception against former teammate Mitch Trubisky. So things went well in Week 1 for the Packers. I don't think the Bears' offense helped much, but very encouraging. Mike Pettin, good defensive coordinator, and he's got some weapons on defense now.
Yeah, their secondary looked good against the Bears. All right, and tweet number 5. We're going to do 5 each week. The last one, Sharky wants to know, TJ Hockenson, already a proven top 5 tight end.
Proven after 1 week? No, he's not a proven top 5 tight end, but very encouraging. He was fantastic as a receiver. He was running those deep crossers, made a nice little adjustment on an off-target throw from Matthew Stafford. Has to improve his run blocking, 53.5 grade. That's what held him down just a little bit, but we liked his run blocking coming out of Iowa, liked his hands, liked his ability to stretch the seam. He showed all of that in Week 1, but let's not get too crazy about the top 5 stuff. Yeah, give him a few, maybe 1 more game, and then he's a top 5 tight end. Now, give him a few more weeks and let him prove it a little bit.
Gotta prove it. Just like you gotta prove you're the MVP, prove you're the top tight end.
There's so
all
much
of
more
the
than
above.
so much more than Week 1.
So much more than Week 1. All right, each week we are going to ask the analyst. It'll be a different analyst every week. So head to Twitter and hashtag PFF Mailbag to check us out. Or you can head to Instagram stories where we will feature a swipe up question each week every Sunday. That'll be up there. So send those questions in. We'll be sure to get to them and you can be featured on PFF TV. How cool is that?
It's pretty cool. I love it.
Thanks for being the first guinea pig.
I'm featured every day on PFF TV. We love it. It's great.
We love it. All right,
Thanks
guys.
for your questions.
Thanks for your questions. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching the PFF YouTube channel. And if you want to subscribe, all you have to do is push the button. Don't forget everything you get. A little fantasy, push the button. A little green line for the gambling aspects of the game, push the button. College football, push the button. The YouTube channel from PFF.